In the aftermath of mass anti-government protests in June, President William Ruto, in seeking to calm the protesters, sought to make major concessions, including cutting down by 50% the number of his government advisors.
Now, less than 2 months later, the president has appointed 2 additional advisors from among former cabinet secretaries in a move that's not only inconsistent with his pledge, but adding a wage burden to an already financially constrained government. Ayub Abdikadir breaks it down.
In a clear departure away from the pledge he made, President William Ruto appointed 2 of his former cabinet secretaries to what was described as ministerial-level portfolios. The president has brought back former public service CS Moses Kuria and incorporated him into his club of economic advisors headed by Dr. David Ndi, in what is an abandonment of his own pledge. While former ICT CS Eliud Owalo makes a comeback as the Deputy Chief of Staff, in charge of performance and delivery management, Dennis Itumbi will head the Creative Economy and Special Projects Office. Moses Kuria, Eliud Owalo and Dennis Itumbi's appointments defy the very statement made by the head of state on reducing the number of government advisors following a month-long youth-led protests that gripped the country.
The following actions shall be taken with immediate effect towards the realization of the new budget. The number of advisors in government shall be reduced by 50% within the public service with immediate effect.
Confronted with demonstrations that denounced his administration's tax policies, President William Ruto made the remarks that bordered on austerity measures to cut on government expenditure and meet one of the key demands listed by the Gen Zs, whose protests compelled the government to make other major concessions. But in justifying the latest appointments, the head of public service Felix Kosgei said the new appointees will aid in supporting the Kenya Kwanza administration's bottom-up economic agenda and be responsible for effective and efficient implementation, monitoring and evaluation of priority projects by the government.
Thank you very much.
Countless questions, however, abound the president's veto of his own pledge, all pointing at the emerging inconsistencies between what the head of state says, what he does, and the failure in meeting the promise made to protesters who pushed his government to the edge less than 2 months ago. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV.